Good evening, Dungeoneers. Welcome to a Dungeon Fox Chronicles and Friends live stream as we play through a 5e D&D one-shot adventure. This is your friendly Fox DM, Wolf's Fox, and tonight we are exploring Murder at the Three Swords Inn, created by Ennio, or Ennio Goes, from the TTRPG Twitter family. It is a murder mystery written for a group of adventurers level 1 to 3, or a one-on-one with a DM. Tonight, we present this with a group of 4 level 3 players. Before I introduce our players for the evening, just a quick note that the adventure, NPCs, mystery comes from Ennio's published work, Murder at the Three Swords Inn, which can be purchased off of dmsguild.com. This adventure can be used with Theater of the Mind, but as I know that we are on stream and for your viewing pleasure, I used some marketplace purchases from Roll20 to create my own version of the Three Swords Inn. The NPC images were taken from the module, and my dear players created their own artwork from Hero Forge or their own profiles to bring their characters to life. And now let's get introducing to you all what's going on. So, first, I would like to introduce you guys to Martin. Miss Marie, would you like to introduce who you are?
Martin Proprietor, from the Kingdom of Kelpla, far in the land of Beware, a druid advisor to the king himself. He is off investigating one of the many faces that his king has hired in a quest to seek the other world, as they seem to be of more suspicious sorts. On his travels, he finds himself at the Three Swords Inn and caught up in the web of mystery.
Excellent. Nim, my dear DM Bork.
Oh, me.
Oh, you.
I am playing Nimbador Truffle, Nim for short. He is a Circle of Spore Lotusden halfling druid who is far from his grove, not sure where, but he, for some reason, finds himself the Three Swords Inn, vaguely aware of what's going on at any moment.
Excellent. And our friend from Arcane Dice Podcast, can you introduce Cheesecake?
I would love to introduce Cheesecake Johnson, a third level kobold war mage, who, he seems to have a what's the best word I'm looking for here? He likes big hats. So he's got this giant sombrero. He has wandered his way into the Three Swords Inn. He's on his way to go try punching cattle. He hears that that's something that people enjoy doing, and he's going to go try his hand at it and maybe do a little something about, cattle who aren't behaving properly.
All right, and from my Saltmarsh group, Major A. Monkey, what can you tell us about Samson?
Samson is Samson Lightheart is a noble from the city, heir to the House of Lightheart. He is at this tavern because his girlfriend broke up with him the night before, and he has been day drinking ever since.
All right, excellent. So, we're going to start our adventure. And as many adventures go, we start at an inn. So, at this particular inn, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. We have Martin. You are currently up in your bedroom. And it is about maybe a half hour before lunchtime. Your stomach's starting to rumble a little bit, but you've had the morning and you're up in your room. What can you tell us? What are you doing?
At this point in time, Martin's reviewing some of the paperwork that he has brought with him on the way, investigating some of the people that his king has hired. But other than that, he is pretty relaxed, all things considered. Usually, he's kind of on edge with everything that's going on back at home, but as of right now, it seems like a quiet day, and he's pretty pleased with it.
Perfect. Downstairs, Cheesecake. You have come to this inn, and you have made it to the front door of this bolstering inn, and you have come in to the left side. There is a target board with a variety of daggers up and down the board here. The inn itself seems relatively quiet for a moment. You see that there is a large lion individual slumped over one of the tables with a pitcher of ale in his hand. There's also a few other individuals in this inn. So at the far table by the back door, you can see that there is a woman, a half-orc, and she is laughing loudly and finishing off a whole pie. Over on the far side, coming out from this kitchen area, there is an older gentleman, and he has a bit of scruff on his face. His hair is grayed and snow-like the outside, and he is kind of just sweeping the floor and doing some daily tasks. Over here on the couch, you see that there is a smaller individual wearing a very large mushroom-sized hat, and the bar is on the far side. What is it you would like to do as you walk into this inn for the first time?
Well, Cheesecake's going to walk in, going to stop at the door, let his eyes adjust from the bright winter afternoon to the inside of the inn. Going to slowly look around, kind of eye everybody up that he can, just kind of get an idea who's in the bar. And he's going to make his way jingle jangly, spurs kind of clicking on the floor, all the way over to the bar.
All right.
Long road. So he's, I'm not sure which part of the bar is on his side or not, but I think that'd be his side.
Yes, so on this side over here, you see an elvish man who greets you. Hello and welcome to the Three Swords Inn. My name is Igon. I am the owner. What may I get for you? And this is an older elven gentleman. He's fairly well dressed, and he is currently pouring another individual at the bar, a little rough for wear, wearing some armor, sitting next to you with a half pint.
Alrighty. Look at that. The scene is set. He's gonna... How tall is the bar?
How tall is Cheesecake?
Well, that depends on how generous you are. If you were like a kindergarten teacher or a play school teacher, and you looked at one of the kids and you'd be like, oh my, yes, he's a very mean and lean 6 feet. But unfortunately, about 3.5 of that is his hat. So
your hat can be seen over the bar. Your head, maybe not so much.
Okay, he's going to pull himself up onto a chair.
Excellent.
And then lean across the bar. Afternoon, partner. It'd be mighty fine if I can get a beer and a whiskey for my friend Alphonse. And he kind of turns his head. He's like, no, Alphonse, you only get one. You get mean after 2 whiskey. So you just be happy with 1. And he looks back at the bartender.
Igon raises an eyebrow and looks behind you, sees no one is there, and Are you talking to your hat?
No, sir. No. I'm talking to Alphonse. He's my partner. We're in this thick and thin. I know. I said he gets mean after 2 whiskeys, but it's nothing you got to worry about, sir. He's got a very cutting tongue. He says not nice things.
Yeah. He pours you your beverages, and he asks for 5 copper.
I'll dig out 5 copper, slide it on the bar, and he'll take the little glass of whiskey and kind of push it off to his left-hand side. And as he does that, a little weasel comes squirreling up the chair, him onto the bar to grab the whiskey and sit there.
Okay.
Now behave yourself, Alphonse. We're in polite company here. I mean, you can't just go saying what you like to say.
Igon slowly moves back over to Morgan's side of the bar and goes, see, this is what I'm talking about. And then I'm going to stop the scene there for a moment. Nim.
Yeah?
A young human comes over and has a tray of breads and cheeses and asks if there's anything else that you need.
Check my teapot to see how full it is.
You got maybe another glass and a half of tea left?
No, that'll... Good, thank you. I take the platter from her hands. Just the whole ass thing.
All right. You take the entire platter, and she kind of just shrugs and walks away. Nim, you have watched a very interesting, tall-hatted individual come in, and other than that, what are you doing on the couch?
I am sitting, enjoying my spread, keeping a vague eye around my surroundings, but otherwise just vibing.
You're vibing.
Just vibing the whole time. And I drop a couple more mushrooms into my teapot.
Can you just give a little more of a description of what you look like?
Nim is 2'6", probably the shortest halfling you've ever seen. Can't quite tell if he's just really dirty or his skin is that tan. It's probably a mix of both. On the top of his head, he wears an enormous fly agaric mushroom cap. It still seems fresh as ever, like he just picked it. From where he picked it, who the heck knows? Where do they even grow that large? No idea. Not anywhere near here. It's damn winter. He wears somewhat rugged clothing. He's had him on for a while, but he doesn't smell unpleasant.
Is there anything else you want to do, or you want to just...
No, he's just kind of sitting and enjoys tea.
All right. At this moment, Walter comes over to you, Samson, and is going to attempt to take the almost empty pitcher of ale from your paws. Do you stop him?
I do. In a very angry and yet sad growl.
Roll me a strength check, please.
All right. 16 plus 4, 20.
Walter is an old individual. He's been at this inn for a while, and your muscles are strong enough that the pitcher stays in your paws. Well, I can be ornery too, and he tries tugging some more. You big kitty need to give me this. You've had too much, and now look at the state of this table.
Mm-hmm.
And he's kind of gesturing to everything that's on the table. Like there's empty bottles, there's plates. It's a little.
It's.
Why don't you tell me? Paint me a picture.
It's all paid for, isn't it? I've been paying, and then he drinks more. I've been paying for all of it. So don't you? You got more?
Ah! And he waves his hand and walks back away.
No, I want.
All right.
Is the bottle empty or is the glass empty?
You have maybe one more swig, but you can see the bottom through the very small layer of alcohol that's left.
Samson is going to very druggedly get up with the bottle in hand and make his way over to the bar.
Okay. Go on over.
Finishing the drink on his way. Almost toppling over on the couch, but catching himself real quick. Mushroom, and continues to go.
That's all right.
Gets to here and goes, engine, another one.
He comes over. You know my rule. Hands up.
He puts one hand up and waits for a second. And then realizes and puts the other hand up.
Now turn around.
He does a turnaround, and then at the end of it, like a very haphazard, like bow, almost to nobody. He doesn't actually like do a full 360. He just kind of does a 180, and then bows to nobody out there, and then stands back up.
He's like, you're almost cut off. You know that, right?
No, I don't. You not today, not tonight.
It's no longer night, Samson.
What time is it?
He pours you half a pint of ale. At this point, Walter is finishing up some lunch stew and rings the bell for the lunch to happen.
Breakfast. Oh, that's good.
All right. As he does that, Martin, you hear a bell downstairs.
Oh gosh, is it that time already? He kind of drops what he's doing and, scolds himself a little bit. What the heck have you been doing for the past 5 hours? Realizing that he's a little bit more of a workaholic than he likes to admit, and decides to head downstairs.
Okay. All right. As you come out, you are met by another individual staying at the inn. You have actually had a conversation with this individual, being neighbors and going and passing. You see Kahura, and they are an Aarakocra tailor, and they have given quite a useful amount of fashion tips to you in passing the last few days as you've kind of come through and bumped into this individual.
I can't blame her. I'm literally wearing a cloak of feathers.
So, Kura comes down with you, and Walter starts putting some bowls of stew at some of the tables for some individuals who, if you would like to purchase some stew for lunch, you may.
He's gonna go right ahead and do that.
Cora goes, "Oh, I forgot something upstairs," and goes back upstairs for a moment.
Okay. Kind of proceeds into the dining space and gets a gander at the people that are in there. A lot of new faces. He's starting to wonder if he kind of low-key turned into a caveman up there working.
So, Martin, as you come down, you see that there is a small, mushroomed individual just vibing on the couch. You see that the line that was in here drinking last night is still here drinking more over at the bar. You see that there is a kobold with a very, very tall hat over at the bar. And Crota is coming downstairs behind you, rushingly. Martin, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Okay. Sorry, my sheet is... I'm trying to get it to roll. Uh, 12.
Okay. You do not notice anything.
Got my nose in a book.
All right. So, Nim, Martin, Samson, and Cheesecake. There's soup at the tables. Igon is eyeing up Samson as he really doesn't want to give him any more alcoholic beverages. Morgan is giving Cheesecake a little bit of a side eye as, you're here and have a little weasel drinking on the bar. Samson, roll me a perception check.
Okay. Oh, shit. Natural 20.
You notice that there is a weasel on the bar drinking in your spot.
I'm... excuse me. You know what? No, not excuse me. What are you?
That there's Alphonse. He likes to have his whiskey. Don't mind him. He's no harm. He'll he'll sit there quietly as long as he doesn't get in his cups too much.
No. Okay. Wait. You're Alphonse?
No. I'm Cheesecake Johnson. Alphonse, as my partner through thick and thin. We'll have to go punch some cattle. Here, there's some cattle that need a little straightening out around in this here part. So we figure we give it a shot.
Punch cat? Is that a... What do you actually just go and punch cattle? Like you just walk up to a cattle and just punch them?
That's how we figure it works best. We're not too quite sure ourselves. We
never heard of that before.
We're not from around these parts. You see, we travel far and wide. Doing a little bit of this and a little bit of that, but we figure we try cattle punching.
Everybody has to make a living somehow, I guess. And Samson continues to take another swig and puts it down.
At this point, go ahead. Finish. Nope.
No, I'm
finish.
Done. I'm done. No, it's fine. I'm done.
At this point, Martin, you notice Walter went and whispered something to Igon. Igon paled a little bit and has come to the middle of the room, clearing his throat. You watch as Walter calls out for one of the boys from outside, Igon's son, to go fetch the guards, and Walter locks the door behind him and makes his way over to this door. At this point, Nim, Are you paying attention at all?
Kinda.
Do you think you want to roll me a perception check?
Yeah, sure, I'll do that.
And Samson and Cheesecake, you may also roll me perception checks, please.
Is this to hear what just happened?
Yes, your passive of 10 does not hit it, Samson.
No. I want to know if Samson heard the word "go get the guards."
I'll be a dirty 20.
That would be a 16 total.
Okay.
Ooh. Yeah, that's an 11.
Okay.
That's below my passive.
So, Cheesecake, you're very interested in this lion individual who's having a conversation, and you're very passionate about punching your cattle that you have not been able to pay attention to what's going on. Samson, you know something's happening, but you did not hear "go get the guards," as that was 30 feet away from you and whispered. You know,
Fair enough.
Igon is clearing his throat in the middle of the room. Nim, you've seen this all. Like, you are vibing on the couch as you're drinking your tea, watching this go down. You have watched Walter lock both of the doors to this building. You have watched Igon pale and is very nervously going into the middle of this room to make an announcement. As Igon clears his throat, he says, "If I may have your attention, please. It seems that something terrible has happened upstairs to one of our guests. I have sent my son off to go fetch the guards to be of service, but unfortunately I need to keep you all here for the time being until some things get sorted. I do apologize for any inconveniences. I do wish that you may stay down here, have some soup. It will be on the house, but please remain calm and please remain in this building until some things get sorted."
Go ahead.
As flustered as Samson might be from just drinking, he has gotten incredibly, like, he is not hiding his cool whatsoever as the mention of guards are going to be coming here. He gets, like, very almost embarrassed, but also scared and in fear.
Getting cagey on us.
He turns away from it and kind of, like, at least Cheesecake would probably see him just murmuring to himself, "Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit."
I will give it saying that Cheesecake is in close enough range and that you are drunk enough that, yes, he probably heard what you just said.
Oh, don't worry, my friend. Don't worry about the guards at all. They sound terrible and mean, but they're the same all around. You just
it's not. No, guards can't come. You don't understand. They can't see me like this. She can't see me like this. This is not good. Egon, don't listen. You don't need to call the guards. What's the problem? What happened?
It seems that someone has passed away upstairs, and we need the guards to come and take care of and figure out what happened. So
they just kind of died. You can just call like the morgue wagon. That's a thing. Probably.
Kura freaks out and chirps up, "No, it's terrible. I heard a ruckus and everything. It's awful."
I feel
go ahead.
Okay. I feel like at this point, Martin kind of makes the chilling realization that he came downstairs at the wrong time. Kind of pushes up his, big pointed hat a little bit, just so like people can at least see his face, because that seems like a smart idea. Kind of leans back in his chair and waits a little bit. Kind of.
Are you saying that someone has was killed?
Indeed. It's awful,
Oh
and
man.
you are a guard, Samson. I mean, if you weren't so drunk, I would have just sent you upstairs, but you can barely pass my sobriety test.
Listen, guard. Careful. Yes, but it's fine. I will go take a look. It's fine. Yeah. Yeah. Right. That's why I'm right. I'm good. Yeah. He gets up, kind of stumbles, then gets up again. I'm good. I'm fine. I'll go look at it. It's all good. And he's gonna make his way up the stairs if no one's gonna try and stop him.
No one's going to stop you. The doors are locked. Is anyone going with Samson?
Considering I just came from upstairs, I think I kind of stand up, just like, well, I didn't hear anything, but I feel like I should probably go look as well. Who knows? Whoever died could have been my neighbor.
Samson's gonna look at you and be like, "Do I reckon it? Do I know you?"
No.
Okay.
It's okay, though, bud.
All right.
I pats you on the back. Let's go.
Samson's like 7 feet tall, like this big honking lion.
Yeah, Martin's like, I'm gonna say 5 feet, maybe.
I just don't think it works. I think it works out pretty well though. Still. He's like, "Oh, okay." Sam's just gonna look in the room and I'm assuming see a dead body.
Indeed. Nim and Cheesecake, are you doing anything, or are you're gonna stay downstairs?
Cheesecake's gonna have his beer, and he's gonna turn to Alphonse. He's like, no, Alphonse. They didn't say nothing about horses. Somebody died upstairs. We just, you keep bringing it up, people will start to notice. So just shush, and it'll be over, and we'll be out of here, and it's all good. And he's just going to kind of sit there and turn around so he could watch the door as the guards come in. I mean, definitely not nervous in any sense of the way, because there's obviously no missing horses in this bar, so he's fine, right?
Okay. And then Nim, what are you doing?
I'm gonna set my tray to the side of me. I'm gonna slip off the couch and see what all this hubbub is about. And follow those two up the stairs.
All right. So Samson, Martin.
The stairs always so tall.
As soon as Mushroom
big folks.
As soon as Mushroom Man comes up the stairs, Samson's gonna somewhat jump it a little bit. Be like, "Gee, you move?"
Yeah.
What? Oh, I see. It's a hat. I thought you were just a large mushroom.
Why would there be a mushroom on the couch?
That's
How much
fair.
have you had, buddy?
That's not. I'm fine. Really, it's okay. I've had.
Mm-hmm.
He's like fake. He's like counting on his fingers, and then just stops and goes, "It's fine. There's no issue. I am guard. Yes, kind of. It's weird at the moment. It's okay. You two stay here. We don't want to break the evidence. I mean, change the evidence. We can look, but we don't want to touch. I think. Yeah." And he's gonna step inside. I'm assuming the door's open?
The door has been left open, as it was very clear that as soon as Walter discovered what happened, he came rushing downstairs.
Right.
So the door is left open, and you can push it all the way open, and you see that inside is a bedroom, and the door shows no sign of, well, actually, roll me an investigation check. You?
Dice. Uh-oh. That's an 8.
The door is
no.
open, and a body of a young man lies face up in the middle of a small room. His eyes and mouth are wide open, leaving his pale face in a shocked expression. A thin dagger lies next to him. The wound on his side spills blood all over his clothes and stains the wood floor underneath him and the rug. The rest of the room is similarly distressed. The desk on the far wall, which is that little brown thing here, has lots of its contents scattered across the floor. The nearby ground is a mess of ink, paper, books, and quills. The sheets have been torn off the bed, and the dresser next to it is wide open, revealing a set of clothes and shoes. The only pristine object in this room is the window, still latched, closed, and seemingly untouched.
Okay. Clearly he's dead. So first thing is to identify how he died. Samson's gonna get a little bit closer to the body. Make a little bit of a tumble, and I'm gonna do a personal check to see if he's gonna be smart enough to let someone else do this.
Roll me an intelligence check.
Hey, that was actually really good. That was a 19. Yeah, he's gonna somewhat realize that he might not be in the best spot, and he's gonna stop and not get too close to the body and go, okay, maybe I have had too much to be working. Are either of you perchance
Coming.
Thank you.
Kicks the rest of the door open and walks in, and he's just like, okay.
All right.
Oh, he doesn't look so good.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Big
right.
serving of dead.
So Martin and Nim, what are you going to do to investigate? Are you investigating the body? Are you investigating the room?
I'm gonna look him over. I'm gonna do a little medicine check if you'll let me.
I will let you do a medicine check.
All right. Oh, that's awful. 2 + 6 is an 8.
There is a lot of blood, and there's a dagger with blood on it. Obviously, that's the murder weapon.
I think
He's
Martin.
dead.
Oh. Muy dead. I think Martin's gonna kind of investigate the room. Investigation check, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay, cool. That's an 18. Plus 2 = 20.
All right. As you investigate, there are a couple things that you notice. One, you notice that the dagger has small curved markings on the hilt. There is also, with your investigation, I will give you the perception check as well. You notice that there is a small locked iron box underneath the bed.
Huh. He's just gonna kind of throw caution to the wind and tug the box out for everybody else to see. Do we even know who this guy is?
No.
Martin, roll me an intelligence check. Let's see how your memory is.
Where is it? Intelligence.
I'm gonna go ahead and start ritual casting detect magic.
16.
A 16. This individual has been here about the same length of time as you. You kind of remember that this individual talked at length about hiring a few mercenaries to escort one of Igon's wagons outside of town. You also know that
Igon's what? Sorry.
He was talking business with Igon about some of his wine, and that he's been here a few days. It seems that he just kind of came to the inn, and he's kind of just been hanging out here. He goes to and from outside of the inn to various places in town, but for the most part, he's been here and he retires early. So, you haven't gotten a name from this individual, but he didn't really make himself well known. The only person he really talked to that you've noticed was Igon.
After tugging out the strongbox, Martin kind of glances over his shoulder and he's just like, well, I haven't really talked with this man much, but I don't know him. But he did seem to know the inn owner, the proprietor, more than anything else. Maybe he'd know something about this. And he kind of picks up the box and shows it to Samson and Nim.
Do we know what's in the box? Have we opened the box, or
You
did you
have
just pull out the box?
not. You just pulled out the box. You haven't actually opened
It
the
seems
box.
suspicious enough.
Samson takes the box and goes, official city business, probably. I don't know. And then he opens the box.
Kinda tries to lean to the side to see what's in the box.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Fruit Loops.
Ooh. Breakfast.
Well, you either need to make me a dexterity check to pick the lock, as it is a locked box, or someone's going to have to try prying this thing open with a tool.
If nobody
of some sort.
stops him, Samson's just gonna just instinctively try and pry it open because he doesn't realize that he shouldn't just pick the lock. So unless someone stops him, which either of you can.
Paint
just by,
me a
mentioning,
word
it's
picture.
locked.
Paint me a word picture.
I mean, he sees the box. He says his lines, and he goes to open it. He realizes it's not opening, so he gets a better grip on it, right? He puts it between both massive paws, and he starts trying to get his claws underneath the lid, and he starts trying to pry it open. And otherwise, he's just going to try and open it just by brute force.
Are you using your claws at all? Or
Yeah, like I said, he's digging his claws between the lid to pry it open.
Roll me a strength check.
Come on, muscles, don't fail me now. Yeah, 22.
This is where we find out it's filled with a kilogram of coke.
I almost want to make you roll at disadvantage because you are drunk.
Drunk does not inhibit muscle memory, but I will if you want me to. I'm not going to argue with you.
I will give it to you. The box holds.
Well, I rolled the exact same number.
Really? No!
I did, yeah. It was an 18 again.
The dice have spoken.
Mhm.
Samson has to open this box. The dice have said that Samson, in his drunken rage, has ripped this lid off of the hinges. And inside, the box holds a small, bright red, twisted-looking root. Kind of like a mandrake or ginger.
Mushroom Man. And he shows it to the mushroom kid.
Oh?
Roll me a nature check, Nim.
Okay. That is a 5. Great.
This is not a mushroom.
That's not a mushroom.
I feel like Martin kind of face palms a little bit.
It's
I think I knew that.
something.
I just expected that you would know more. And that is my fault that I have stereotyped you. I'm sorry.
What?
You only know things about mushrooms?
I know things about other things.
At
Okay,
this
so
point,
what is it?
I'm going to pause.
I don't know.
Cheesecake. Your other individuals have not come back down. Did you want to go up and investigate, or are you kind of just waiting for the guards still?
Cheesecake, he's going to He's going to look around, take a gander at the people left in the bar.
Okay.
Look what's left in his drink. He's like, dang it. Alphonse, we ain't going to get out of here unless we do something about this. I mean, it's a nice place, but I don't think we need to be sitting here for days at end while they try to figure this out. How about me and you go take a gander up there, mosey along, get them moving, we'll get moving, and nobody needs to know about the horses. And he'll make his way upstairs.
All right. I'll say, come on up, or do you want me to move your character for you?
I may be able to do it.
All right.
I have the technology.
Yay! Excellent. So, at this point, Nim, Samson, and Martin, you also see that Cheesecake and Alphonse, or just Cheesecake, have come up.
Oh, Cheesecake and Alphonse.
Cheesecake and Alphonse.
He still has his little glass of whiskey.
Real quick, I think I missed it. Is Alphonse an actual creature that you have, or is it just a person that you keep on talking to that no one else can see?
He's a weasel.
Okay. You're not the weasel?
No, I'm a kobold.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I honestly thought you were a weasel.
Samson in his drunken state.
Oh, that's fine. Okay.
There we go.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Good to know. Sorry. Please continue.
All right. So, you have found that there is a box with some type of root inside. Martin, did you want to roll a nature check?
I would. I think at this point, Martin just kind of like, I don't know, like, kind of grabs Samson by the arm and he's just like, all right, give it here.
Okay.
Proceeds to kind of like lean over it, look at it, and we've got a 12.
You are not sure. It looks very similar to ginger, but it's not the right color and the smell is off.
Yeah, I don't know what that is either. Not a mushroom.
No.
Back to Samson.
Samson is just gonna lick it.
What?
Oh,
And
geez.
I would like
It's a
to.
classic
even though
cop move.
I have no nature, but I'd like to do a nature check after licking it.
Very untrained nature check.
Oh, God. Okay.
It's fine.
Martin is wearing a very wide grimace at this point as he realizes what Samson is about to do. No, he does not need to
Samson?
stop him.
I need
It's a
you
drug, it's a
first to roll me a nature check.
Okay. Nope, that's a 2.
Now roll a big throw.
Ooh.
I also...
Please tell me that I just killed Samson. Like
You
this is,
need
like,
to roll
the
me a
poisonous thing in the world.
You need to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, those I'm really good at. This should be fine. Oh yeah, nat 20 plus 6. That
Hell
is
yeah.
26. That's a second nat 20 with this dice. This dice is amazing.
Entirely unfazed.
I will say thank you because you put something in your mouth you weren't supposed to put in your mouth. Like
2 years old, jeez.
That is not. That's not good. Did it taste like poison? I was a guard. Am a guard. It's on the rocks.
You made it look like it was served neat.
Oh God, guys.
No.
Okay,
What did I... Sorry.
It tastes awful. It tastes kind of rusty. It is very chewy and just... It doesn't look good. Like, I had to Google it just so you can see a picture of this because you put it in your mouth.
Yeah, it's bloodroot. Look at that guy.
Oh.
It's like a little man.
Oh, dear Lord. Okay,
So, question, did my detect magic pick up anything?
Okay, with your detect magic, I don't have your guys' character sheets available to me, so please remind me, what is the range of that?
It is a 30-foot range directed on me.
In all directions?
Yeah, it's like a circle.
30-foot spear around me.
Things like thick brick walls, and I think like lead block it, but
Spell
Okay.
can penetrate most barriers, but it is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt. I don't think we have 3-foot thick floors.
You do
Yeah.
not. Okay, so
So
you,
a
sir.
lot of the inn.
Yes, a lot of the inn, indeed. So first off, in this particular room, you're not picking up any magical things necessarily. Like, there's no objects, and there's nothing that you can particularly feel, but you do feel something downstairs.
There's some magic something downstairs, but there's no magic in the room.
well, no, this is just a really bad tasting root. Like, oh, hang on. And then Samson pulls out a flask that he had in his his coat pocket and starts drinking out of that. Yeah, much better.
I hope that's water.
It's probably not, but I don't know.
I can hope.
I am a man of my word, so no.
Well, I
Can't fault the
think.
man for having a terrible thirst.
I guess that's fair. I think maybe we should go downstairs and talk to the proprietor.
Now, is there anything else you want to do in this room before you go back downstairs?
Cheesecake's going to have Alphonse do a sniff test on him to see if he smells anything strange or unusual.
Actually, this is your first time coming into the room, Cheesecake. Go ahead and roll me a perception or an investigation.
I can do that, and then I'll get Alphonse to do a sniff test.
Excellent.
What is better? Well, do a perception. That's 5. 5 is what I rolled altogether.
You're all having stellar rolls tonight.
Right?
It is an excellent roll, and you do not find anything with that roll. There's a dead body. That carpet is terribly stained.
But
Go ahead and
Alphonse
roll for Alphonse.
Alphonse rolled an 18 for his sniff test,
Okay, for his sniff test.
and we can communicate telepathically back and forth with.
Okay, so he doesn't smell anything, but he does telepathically say, "Look at the neck," and he kind of makes a little weasel hiss at the smell of the dagger.
All right. Well, I trust Alphonse. He's my partner through thick and thin. And I'm gonna go take a look at the neck. And is the dagger still on the floor? Or
The dagger is still on the floor, I do believe. The rook was the only thing that was picked up.
All right. Well, he's going to take a look at the neck.
Okay. If you go and look at the neck, you notice that there are some bruising around the neck, as if this individual was stabbed. But that was not what seemed to kill him. The eyes open, the mouth open, and the bruising around the neck kind of gives the feeling that this individual was strangled to death.
Well, be a while since I seen that. Somebody get that terrible anger up. Angry enough to choke a man to death instead of stabbing him. That's That's pretty personal.
I'm sorry, what? What'd you say?
This man was choked to death.
What? Where?
Choked.
Show me.
Around his neck. You gotta make somebody terribly angry to do something like that.
Yeah, you shouldn't be tipping cows. You should work for the city, man. That was a good catch.
Well, yeah, you see a thing or two when you're out there. I mean, not everybody's polite city folk like we got up in here. Sometimes, you come across a honcho that's a little mean, little ornery.
Yep.
Okay. So, one more chance before we leave the room.
Oh yeah, we got to look at the dagger now too, if I may.
You may, and I have to ask everyone, as again I don't have your character sheets. Does anyone speak thieves' cant or have a criminal background?
That's a no from me.
No, but I
Okay.
speak Undercommon. It's
Not the
thieves'
same
camp,
thing.
But yeah.
Let me double check I do
Wait,
not.
I don't speak Undercommon. I speak Giant. Never mind.
Yeah, no, I do not speak thieves' cant. But my background is a black market breeder.
Then I will let you
I
roll
know-
me a history check, please.
A history check.
As you do not have the criminal background I'm looking for, but you might have some intelligence rolling around in your brain. You're not. You're
Right.
doing me a remember check.
A remember check. Okay, I got to roll good. Oh.
Gotta eat them member berries.
Yeah, and I'm doing a history.
History.
17.
All right, that beats my DC 15. You would recognize the insignia of the curved marks on the hilt as belonging to the Talons. They are a group of smugglers in the city. You've had some run-ins with them. You've mostly as your criminal doesn't really run into theirs, but you know who they are, and you know that they're not so good. You may want to take some caution, as they are known for trading illegal drugs.
The Grugs?
Told you there's a pound or kilogram of coke in that box. There's a Talon dagger. So this man's been up to no good to catch their attention. Maybe he's a go-between for their drugs or some of their smuggling. Maybe he owed them money. We don't know. But
Maybe
whoever
he saw
did
something
this
he should have.
definitely did something he shouldn't have. Angered somebody terribly angry.
Okay. This is good. This can work. This can work. Yeah. Okay. Samson pulls out like a little notepad and starts writing down everything that you just mentioned.
Okay.
Okay. We can figure this out. Yeah. We can figure this out before the guards come. That's gonna be. Yeah. Okay. Good. Great. And then he just hobbles downstairs without really explaining anything further.
Okay.
So, you guys leave the room?
Yep.
All right, go ahead and make yourself your way back downstairs. At this
He's
point,
going to check his pockets first.
go ahead and check your pockets.
Not my pockets, but the guy's pockets.
The guy's pockets. Roll me, as Nim is still up there, roll me a sleight of hand.
Oh, he's not hiding it. I mean, it's more of the way he's kind of looking at it is an investigative pocket check. You never know what he's got in his pockets that might lead to further clues.
What's he got in his pockets?
What has it got in its filthy little pockets?
All right, you go in and check his filthy little boxes, and they're pretty well empty. I mean, the man was probably napping as his boots are, at the end of the bed. Everything's in chaos. But I will give you that he has 2 silver pieces, a nice silk handkerchief.
Well, it's safe to say he wasn't robbed before they killed him, and he'll just kind of slide that into his pockets.
Was the handkerchief got any like initials on it, or?
Oh,
are you
good
looking?
question.
Yeah,
Let's look at the hanky. Yeah, I never
kind of
thought about
watching
that.
him do the thing.
You just watch.
People like to put their initials on stuff. Yeah, mine
fine
on
point.
my staff.
It
let's
has
check
the
hanky.
initials AB.
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 All right. Well, that might be able to tell us something. Maybe who he was.
Albus Bumblebore.
Oh, God.
No? Okay.
Or now here's a possibility. I mean, some people start late in life. Maybe he is just starting to learn his letters now, and that as far as he has gotten.
I love it. All right.
Maybe.
So, you guys make your way downstairs, and Walter's back in the kitchen. Igon is nervously cleaning glasses at the bar. Morgan is just hanging out at one of the tables. Maev is finishing off her second pie. Avesta is over at the bench, and Kura
I was over at the bench.
is
Sorry.
drinking some wine. So I have kind of placed them out and about. They may or may not move, but you are free to talk to them individually or as a group. So, who wants to make the first move?
Did Martin mention who she saw this person talking to, or is that only her knowledge at the moment?
Martin definitely informed y'all. He said that he had seen this person talking with the proprietor of the bar, but he didn't know him personally or his name, which is what led him to think that they should talk to Igon first.
Right. Okay. Yeah, Samson's just gonna go straight to Igon because that just sounds like the best place to start.
All right, so you go over to Igon. Did you find anything? Did you figure it out?
Kind of. We discovered 2 things. One, contrary to the dagger being there, he was strangled. And 2, there is. Oh no, I don't know that. Never mind. I can't say that. Only one thing. He was strangled, and we discovered that he was talking to you.
Or I remembered that the person.
From my friend Martin here, has said, is there soup still there on the table? I gotta, yeah. And then Samson goes off to get soup.
You go and get a bowl of stew, yes.
I do, yeah.
Okay.
I feel like Martin just kind of turns to Igon as if to pick up the conversation where it abruptly ended, and he goes, well, as he was saying, yeah, I remember that man, the one upstairs, the dead one. Yes. To be the one, or to be an individual that you were talking with. I don't know his name, but we found a box with a strange root in it. And yeah, he is quite dead. We thought you might know something about that.
Samson from the soup table goes, ask him what his name is.
I'm doing my best. Martin is not very good with people, and this is becoming quite evident.
Samson does return with stew, but he's just eating it and watching and taking notes.
Okay. Igon.
Legendary multitasking.
He's got a tail. It doesn't help him in this circumstance.
Igon is more than eager to answer. He says, I know his first name was Alexander. Avesta is the one who does all the bookings, so a last name could be gotten from her. We were talking business a little bit, yes. I'm very proud of my small business that I have, and I wanted to make and he asked me about it briefly. I have wine that is one of my trades, and he was asking about it just because he really enjoyed one of my bottles, and I wanted to make sure that he was content, and he said that he wanted to purchase a bottle before he went back home, wherever that was.
But weren't you... Pardon me if I'm wrong, but I seem to remember hearing you two speaking about him guarding one of your shipments out of town.
Oh, no. That is Morgan. And that's also my bad because I misread that. So, no. Morgan and I has been talking about him hiring one of his mercenary groups to protect my outgoing stock of wine. Morgan's been worried about the recent rise in crime in the city and wants to make sure his goods and my goods aren't stolen. You know, safety in numbers and all that.
Mm-hmm. That's smart. What goods do you deal in?
Wine. And he pulls out a bottle of elven-looking wine. It has, the very stereotypical grapes on the glass and the vines that go everywhere and a smiling elf. It's a picture of him giving thumbs up on the bottle.
That's great. Samson just pulls out the bloodroot and goes, is that what this is for? I don't feel like this would be good in a wine, but...
Hold on.
Oh.
Let me roll a check to see if he knows what that is. That is a natural 1. He has no idea what that is, Samson. What are you doing?
Like a little man.
This was in one of his boxes that was semi-hidden. We figured, initially maybe somebody tried to rob him, but then our nice dragon man over... Well, no, what are you again? A weasel? No, that's your friend.
He's a kobold.
Kobold. The kobold said that he was more so like strangled, so not necessarily to steal anything. So this is worthless and I don't care. And he's just gonna put it back in the box and just put it down.
Is it a nature check for that? I actually haven't checked that yet.
It is a nature check.
Now that I pulled it out.
Yes, please roll me a nature check.
Ooh, this might work. This might work. 17.
Oh, please redeem us all.
It is indeed bloodroot. It is a poison. It's also a favorited item by vampires. It is an illegal drug in the city. It is not something you should be flashing around. And let me see if some people notice. Okay, I did some rolls. Excellent. Thank you, Samson. And Cheesecake, you did it! You discovered what it is.
Do you say that it's bloodroot?
So it's what do you mean by so it's a poison and how is it favored by vampires kind of thing? Like the vampires use it as a drug?
It
How does this bloodroot work? Like if I were to take it, would I get high or would I die?
If you were
the fun part. Yes.
If you were to ingest bloodroot, it's not very good for you.
Are you talking about is this like actual like IRL bloodroot? Or is this fantasy Bloodroot?
It's...
Why not both?
Why not both?
Because- okay.
Like fifth.
No, yeah. I mean, Bloodroot by itself it won't do anything like bad for you. It's just not like you're gonna have an upset stomach, maybe throw up. It's mainly used because there's components in it that is used to make medicine, but that's like chemical, stripping that I doubt this realm does.
Bloodroot is a poison. It's a Constitution save, and it does Constitution and Wisdom damage.
Damn.
Oh, some bitch.
But
it's Bloodroot.
It's a blood supplement, so vampires can, use it to not necessarily get high, but they can live off of it a little bit, and
Shit, was he a vampire?
So
you didn't make a fang check, so you don't know.
Samson, it's a thought that has occurred to Samson. If he says it's Bloodroot.
So Cheesecake kind of looks at Igor, taps his nose, gives a small little nod. I see. I'm in the export business every little bit of once in a while myself. I totally understand. I did not think that your fine establishment was one of such of these places. I'll make sure to put you on the list for future reference. But
I'm sorry. What is this?
What are you on about?
Well, I mean, he's harboring somebody who's carrying a poisonous root, bloodroot.
With him saying Bloodroot, me being a guard, do I know that it is an illegal thing?
You now know it's an illegal thing. You also know that the Talons use it, so you could start making a little bit more of a connection. And Igon's like, here, let me help your memory. Let me pour you a nice glass of Igon's ice wine. And he sets out a glass for each of you and pours you a little sip so you can taste his fancy wine.
I'm going to secure the Bloodroot in my pockets, knowing that this should not be on the streets.
Okay, so part of that big old talk. Where did my detect magic spell lead me to?
Is it still going?
It's 10-minute concentration.
You are sneaky. The individual sitting at the table right here is giving off a little bit of magic.
All right, what kind of thing are we talking here? Like,
which school?
Yeah, which school?
Let me grab my paper.
You caught the vibes.
You caught some vibes.
Doing a vibe check on this guy.
Detect vibes. Vibe
check to level 2 spell.
Roll D20 vibe skill.
Okay, so
I'm very proficient in vibes.
Give me one individual.
No,
1 second. So
not a vibe.
It's a vibe. Give me a second. I gotta look something up. Let me get the archives of the brain and D&D Beyond up. So let's see here. It is a let me see. It is that. Okay, that's what I need to look up. My apologies. Hey, Ennio, I know you wrote this thing, and do you know what it is? I'm looking things up. It's nice having the author in the chat. I'm guessing, because it's a school of magic you're looking for, right?
Yeah. Evocation, illusion, etc.
Ooh. He sent me a message. Aha!
Oh.
It's an enchantment.
Enchantment. Okay, so he's got something boosted.
So, it's an enchantment of sorts.
Okay. How much does it focus in? Because it's not like Pathfinder's detect magic.
No, it is not. So,
That one was much more like a magnifying glass. This one's just
I will happily tell you that you are getting the vibes that this is something that is rare, as it's not something you've felt before using detect magic. I will say that you're only getting the one vibe. Yes, the one vibe. And roll me an investigation check. I'll give you that. I'll throw you a bone.
oh gosh, let's see if my investigation can do me any good. Because it's a -1. Hey, that's a 16, so -1 is 15.
Nice.
Okay, I will say that you're getting the vibe check from the torso arm area. So that's all you're getting.
Okay.
So Nim, do you approach Morgan as the other
Nope.
three are talking to Igon? Okay.
I'm gonna walk over to these fine folks. I tug on, because I know Samson's a little slosh, but that's okay.
What are you talking about?
Tug on Martin's, the highest point of clothing I can reach, so maybe like the hem of their shirt.
He wears a giant cape of feathers, so
Sorry, the cape.
he kind of turns and looks at you the second that you tug on his cloak, and he's like, "Yep."
Hey, that guy, and I kind of gesture over to Morgan. He's got like something on him, magic. I don't know what, because I think he's got it hidden under his clothes, but it's maybe under his shirt or something.
Interesting.
Just something to know.
Well, I'm not too versed in detecting magic or anything like that, but we're trying to get the name of the guy right now. We only have his first name, Alexander. Apparently, Vesta has the last name, so we're gonna have to go and ask her.
Something about a book?
Pardon?
Said something about a book, right? Check in?
Yeah. Kind of turns back to Igon and is just like, do you... Avesta's the one with the guest book, right?
What?
Yes.
Okay, well, we'll be right back. And he kind of follows Nim.
Oh, you quickly catch up.
All right.
And got the little legs.
You have the little legs. Oh.
Cheesecake's going to turn to Igon.
Okay.
And look at him, and he's like, certainly know what kind of place this is now. Perhaps you should show us the real book, as opposed to what you keep out front.
Yeah, Igon. And Samson's actually going to push away the fancy wine and says, the real book would be wonderful to see.
Igon looks so sad as you have pushed away his signature wine. He's like, I don't know what type of thing you think I'm running here. This Three Swords Inn is a reputable place.
Insight check.
Go for it. We are hard workers. We are honest folk.
That's a 4.
You're gonna make this man cry, Samson. You're gonna make this man cry. You have insulted him greatly. You don't know if it's the truth or not. But
Wait, you're not running Bloodroot through here?
No, I am working this bar to make a living for my son, and Walter and Avesta are good folk.
Sam's gonna look at Cheesecake and ask Cheesecake, why do you think he's running drugs through here? He's saying he doesn't run through drugs.
Don't bother me none anyway. It's always nice to know to have a little place I can run to in the event that somebody does ask me too many questions about missing horses. Now,
Yeah,
I ain't saying he's a bad person. I mean, a lot of hard working honest folk out there making a living.
I'm not saying he's a bad person. I just need to know if he's running drugs through here. You were able to pick out that guy was strangled. That was really cool. But I'm just wondering why you think that he's running drugs. Tell me why you think he's running drugs through here.
I'll roll an insight check as well.
Okay.
Nope. No, I don't. I think that is might be better than yours though.
Oh no!
Mine was 4, man.
Mine is a 6.
Hell yeah! Yeah, he totally knows.
Samson and Cheesecake, grand investigators. Love it.
Right?
What a pair.
Hey, look, what a man does to make money bothers me not at any bit. Now, to have somebody who's staying in his room for a couple of days and continuing to pay the bill and nobody's asking no questions of those kinds, just seems to me that this may be a little bit of a safe haven if they feel that, such activities could happen without any problems.
Samson looks back at Egon and goes, Egon, I'm sorry. I appears to jump the gun. My apologies. Your wine is delicious as always. Waits like a half a second in silence and then grabs the wine and pulls it back.
He is so upset and insulted that, you thought he was not reputable. But he's like, yeah, you enjoy that wine. And he goes to have a nice little cry out in the sugars and in the closet area. So he's gonna go there.
As he's wandering away, Cheesecake calls up, oh, and Mr. Boss Man, Alphonse is wondering if there will be chicken for supper.
Oh.
He's like, that can be arranged, and he shuts the door behind him. All right, so back to Nim and Martin.
Oh my god. Poor Igon.
Right?
He owns a bar. He'll get over it.
Gotta have thick skin. Especially if you want to make it in the ice wine business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elves are ruthless.
Ouch. So we finally make our way over to Avesta, and Martin is doing his best not to look out of place. Dude's super awkward, but he kind of waves at her a little bit, and he's just like, hi, we have a couple of questions if you've got a minute.
Okay. So you guys approach Avesta, and she is a young human, and she nods, and she says, of course. What is it that I can help you with?
The name of the guest that was on the second floor, Alexander. His last name, and possibly what he was doing here.
Okay. She pulls out a ledger, and she goes through, and I would like you both to make investigation checks as she does so.
What do you think? Ha ha.
So good at those. That's a 9. No, wait. That's a 7.
I rolled a 18, and It's a 20.
Okay. So I will give it to you, Martin. As she's going through the books, she says that his full name, is Alexander Breinhardt. And Martin, as you go through the book, you can kind of see that your name is also in the book, and so are some of the other individuals in the room. It seems that it goes Alexander, Morgan, Martin, Kura as the last 4 people who have checked in. Maev, the half-orc, is not in the book, and neither is Cheesecake, Samson, or Nim. So it seems that you, Morgan, and Alexander and Kura are the ones that have most recently gotten rooms here.
Huh.
And she says yes, his name was Alexander Breinhardt, and it seems that he's been here for a few days.
Do you know how many?
About 4. But I will say that I saw everyone who was downstairs, and I do find it strange that both Alexander and Morgan didn't drink the alcohol with the food that they ordered. And most evenings, Alexander didn't spend too much time in the tap room. It seems that it's mostly Maev that's been downstairs a whole lot. It's almost every evening that she's been here, but she hasn't rented a room.
So you mean she comes in and day out?
Yeah.
Huh. Do you know what she's here for? Has she said anything?
She tips well, so I don't usually ask questions of those who tip very well.
Have you seen her speaking with anyone? I'm sorry if I'm asking too many questions, but just trying to
You
grasp.
really asked too many questions and someone got killed.
Yes.
You're
not over here.
The difference between pointless questions and actually get somewhere, and I'm hoping that I'm getting somewhere.
No, she mostly just orders things from me, and she'll sometimes, move tables or play checkers by herself, but there's not been a whole lot of interaction I've noticed with other people here. It's so strange.
Martin kind of looks over at Nim to see if he has any questions for her, because at this point he feels like he's walking in circles.
What's your last name?
Me?
No, Avesta.
Bellevue. Avesta Bellevue.
Look at Martin. AB. Another AB.
Oh snap, the plot thickens.
He kind of leans over and attempts to whisper under his breath, should we ask her about that?
Yeah.
You do it.
Wait, who has the handkerchief? Does Cheesecake have it currently?
I have the handkerchief, yeah.
Hey, I wave you. Hey, come here. No, not you, Samson.
Okay. Okay, I'll just...
No, not you.
Make my way over.
Making my way, Dada.
Her
I hear
legs are
that's a
short.
critical role thing.
Huh?
Right?
It has been.
I noticed that we're doing a Thursday stream, but hey, we've got 9 people in the chat right now, so yay!
This critical role hasn't started yet, right?
No, it started about 35 minutes ago. So.
Oh, wow, we still got people.
We got
Thanks
people.
For sticking
Thanks
around.
for sticking. So, okay. So, that is, the mystery of AV.
AB, I thought.
Oh, AB,
AB.
sorry. AB. For Vesta Bellevue, it also is an AB. So, is there anything else you wanted to know from Vesta while she's here?
I'll have Alphonse compare her smell to the handkerchief.
That's... Hey.
Oh, boy.
Ooh.
That's pretty
Oh,
good.
That's a dirty 20.
Oh.
All right. Well, you... Give me a second as I look through some information. I will say that Alphonse gives it a good sniff check, and it does not match.
Does not match.
It is not her handkerchief.
Don't mind Alphonse there, miss. He's got his weird ways, and he gets all riled up when he got that whiskey in him. I'll try to keep him on a shorter leash, and my apologies for him snifflating you.
That's a word.
Snifflating. That's now a word. Excellent.
I'll have to use that one more.
So.
So we know
Samson's gonna come
they were
over.
not together.
Oh, hang on.
I mean, he could have had it for long enough.
Sam's gonna come over. Hey, did you figure out the name?
Yeah.
What is it?
Insert name here. Wait, what's the name? Look at a vest again. Can you see that book again?
It's Alexander Breinhardt.
Breinhardt. Like.
Well, that matches the handkerchief of AB.
Yeah.
So it probably is.
Well,
what?
Her name is Vesta Bellevue.
Your name's Avesta Bellwood? Also AB. Wow, we got a lot of ABs. And actually, it's probably just two, and there's a lot more people. That doesn't make any sense.
Who?
Wait, hang on. AB. Hey, did you know Alexander Bastard Child? I don't know. I don't remember the name anymore.
Reinhardt.
Reinhardt.
Is that with an I or a Y?
For
Reinhardt.
Oh, it is BRINHART.
Maybe his family were picklers.
Maybe. Did Alphonse get the idea of pickles?
Sure. He smells some pickling.
I mean, or did Avasta answer my question?
Yeah.
She didn't really know him. She just checked him in, got him like the room settled.
Insight check.
Insight check. Go for it.
I didn't really know him. Sure, that's what they all say. Motherfucker, that's another 4.
You are
Could I try?
Go for it.
My whole my insight isn't terrible. That is not.
Yeah, but what's that roll?
7.
Oh, nice.
You guys are just not good with this investigation thing.
You know what? I think I should just try a different set of dice. We're not good at this whole playing thing tonight so far. My gosh. The dice are like, what? You want to do what? Nah.
Not allowed.
The dice rules all.
You are in.
You didn't make a sacrifice to the dice gods this morning, did you?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Do you need to borrow my dice jail?
No.
Okay. Okay.
go over there. It's your turn now, Wood Dice. Let's see how you do for my boy Nim. Fancy dice time.
Okay. So, Avesta is now getting very nervous and very.
Just being surrounded by this group of
She's
people.
being surrounded by individuals that.
I mean, she could really easily step over me, so she's not
And
totally
that's what
surrounded.
she's going to do. She's
Or
going to go, I'm going
cheesecake.
to go work, and just goes off and takes over the bar as Igon has, disappeared into the back room for the
Very
moment.
suspicious. Walking away from an investigation.
She yells at
Wait,
you,
why did
I'm
I have
still over here, and I can hear
Sorry.
you.
Sorry.
I mean, you're not wrong, but
Okay, so the
it's
handkerchief.
okay. She's getting crowded. It's fine. It's probably not her. It just might be a red herring like the dagger.
Why was the
You in here?
what did the dagger look like?
It was a slender thing.
It
You
had-
know what? I'm gonna go get it.
Didn't someone pick it
Oh,
up?
I wanted to check.
No, it got left
One other
in the
thing.
body.
Samson says out loud that he wanted to go check one other thing, and he starts heading back up towards the body. If anybody is going to follow him, clearly, Mushroom Man is up here already.
You probably would have passed me because short legs.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I will say at this point, Nim, go ahead and roll me another investigation check.
Oh boy. Let's see. Oh, you were close. You were almost a 20. Investigation? Yeah,
Yes.
it's going to be a 7 because I got a -1. Yeah, this is awesome.
The dagger's on the carpet. It's bloody. It's there.
Yeah. I'm gonna pick it up, I guess, but I'm gonna use a thing to pick it up. And I just rip off a piece of my clothing.
Oops. I'm just up here to check his teeth.
His teeth?
Mm-hmm.
Wants to see if he's a vampire.
Yep.
Don't vampires need more than just choking them?
Yep.
You lift up his gums and it's normal human teeth. There's no points. He might be pale, but he's dead.
Yeah.
He is not undead. He is dead.
Not yet. Do we have a necromancer in the house?
Oh my god.
No? All right.
I can keep him from rotting for a little while.
Yeah. Samson walks away. Oh, wait. Do you have that dagger?
Yeah, hold
Can
up.
I see it? I want to look at the dagger. Do I notice anything about it?
I'm gonna cast Detect Poison and Disease.
On the dagger?
I'm just gonna cast it. If it's on the dagger, I'll know. If it's on the body, I'll know. If it's anywhere within a 30-foot sphere, I'll know.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
I thought it was on a specific thing.
Oh. For the duration, you can sense the presence and location of poisons, poisonous creatures, and diseases within 30 feet of you.
Damn.
You also identify the kind of poison, poisonous creature, or disease in each case. Spell can penetrate most barriers, just like the whole thing works. Foot of stone, inch of metal, thin sheet of lead, or 3 foot of wood or dirt.
Yeah, you do your magic, but nothing's vibing. Nothing's popping up.
Not even the blood root downstairs?
I mean, the blood root and the... Actually, it's not downstairs. It's in Samson's pocket, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. It's in his pocket.
You get that vibe from Samson, but that's it.
Nothing off the dagger?
Nothing off the dagger.
I want to look at the dagger and figure out, or Samson wants to look at the dagger and attempt to see if anybody here would be the likely owner due to its style.
this particular blade is usually, talons related, so you can't just, look at a person and go, yeah, you're in a gang, because that's stereotyping, and we're not with that.
I can. It wouldn't be a good idea.
Well, the dagger isn't magical due to me using the detect magic, right?
No, it is
Right.
not.
Okay, cool.
No. I mean, Samson, how sobered up are you?
It's getting there. He stopped drinking when after
Maybe a
the
Constitution
Bloodroot.
save.
Hey, 20.
All right, you're pretty well
Nice.
sober. I'll give you an investigation check on the body now that you're sobered up and you can be
thank
a
you.
little more investigative.
That is a 16.
The bruising for the hands are quite large. And
So the person had
and the coloration is dark. So someone is strong and has massive hands.
So Samson quickly looks at his hands to see if they're bloody, and they're not. He goes, "Oh, thank God."
he got killed by Andre the Giant.
Okay. I'm going to pause you two as you're investigating upstairs and go back down to Cheesecake and Martin. What are you doing?
Compiling notes. Learned a lot, and Martin's starting to lose track, so he's writing down what they figured out so far as he knows it.
Okay.
Cheesecake's going to investigate the dartboard or whatever board that is. The ones you mentioned had daggers and all that poking out of it already.
Yes. It seems that it's part of the entertainment here. You get drunk and then you can throw daggers at this lovely target, and if you hit, the bullseye, you get a prize. There's not a whole lot of bullseyes on this thing. A lot of them are either too high, too low on the other side of the doorway, or there's one on the ceiling as well.
But do these daggers look like any of the ones that were shoved into our friend?
Smart.
That is
Talon
very smart. Let me roll a percentile.
You're rolling, I'm rolling. Who's rolling a percentile?
I'm rolling a percentile. Now you roll a percentile.
All right.
It has to be
Percentile
the
off.
smartest kobold I've ever seen.
74.
I haven't seen that many kobolds, so yeah.
None of them match, but you do notice that there is one particular black-handled dagger that is very, very near the middle bullseye, and you've seen something like it before in the boot of an individual who was at the bar, because you're short, and I would think you would see it because you're kind of boot-ish height.
I am rather bootish height.
So there is a dagger very near the middle
Right,
of
squad.
the bullseye that clearly is the twin to a dagger that's in Morgan's boot.
Okay. I am going to go and grab a stool and probably make a big production of...
Here, let me assist you. Here, have a... Oh, that's a carpet.
That's a carpet. That's a dinner.
Dang
That's a
it.
bowl of
I'm
stew.
gonna make you a new one. There we go. Here, have a stool.
There we go.
Oh my gosh, you came out of thin air. He's a wizard.
Yeah. And I'm gonna probably make a really big production about it, right? Like dragging it across the floor, kind of like Will Smith in
Men in Black.
Hell
Men in
yeah.
Black. Yeah. And I'm going to take this dagger
here.
out of the wall.
Okay. Do you just take that one, or do you take all of the daggers?
I love it.
Just the one that I recognize has a twin.
Okay.
And he's gonna slide it into his pocket. And then he's gonna wander over
Okay.
to wander over to Mr. Morgan here.
As you pass Kura, they tweet at you, "That was a terrible sound. Never make that sound again," and keep playing with their chessboard or their checkers board. Morgan.
Oh no, now, Alphonse. That is not dinner. That is a person. You cannot eat her. My pardon, ma'am. We will try not to make noises like that again. And he goes and talks to Morgan.
They are very taken aback by the eating comment, and they fluff up their feathers and storm off over to by the fireplace. How rude!
Not rude at all. I was telling Alphonse he cannot eat her. That was very polite.
Martin, you're watching as Walter is quickly cleaning up the mess that Samson left at this table. Like, he has got a bucket and he is just putting one arm down on the table and quickly trying to get it all into the bucket before Samson comes back downstairs. And you also watch Cheesecake go over to Morgan. Martin, do you follow Cheesecake, or are you just watching from a distance?
I don't, because if I'm remembering correctly, Walter's the one who came storming down the stairs after the body was found.
Correct. All right.
I kind of look at the absolute mayhem that he is exacting upon the mess on the table and, try to gently interrupt him. Just like, excuse me?
Yes. Can I help you?
Yeah, actually, you might. You were the one who found the body, correct?
Correct. I was
Did you happen to hear?
I was down here getting ready for the stew and cleaning up the kitchen slightly when Kura came downstairs all panicked, and they came and told me that, they heard noises upstairs and that this person didn't come down for the lunch bell and got worried, and that now I had to go upstairs, and I tried knocking, no reply. I tried opening the door, it was locked, and I had to come down and get the spare key, and then I went up, unlocked the door, and boom, dead body. Not a type of surprise I want.
Oh, I can understand that. That was very helpful. Thank you. I'll let you get back to your work.
Dead bodies give you heart attacks. You don't get to my age by having surprises like that all the time. And he's grumpy.
And it would seem a very powerful work ethic. Martin just kind of awkwardly excuses himself from the conversation.
Okay. Samson and Nim, are you coming back downstairs, or is there more you want to do upstairs?
Nah, coming back down. Do I see Walter cleaning my table?
Oh, Walter has cleaned your table and is quickly scurrying back to the kitchen as soon as he heard your footsteps coming back down.
Okay, never mind then.
I mean, if you want to yell after him, he is very much
no.
earshot.
No, it's fine. No, it's fine. We'll deal with it later.
Nim, are you also coming down before I have Cheesecake talk to Morgan?
Not yet. I'm gonna poke around the other rooms a little bit. Is this door shut?
Yes.
Is it locked?
Yes.
Beans.
Question for Martin. Would you have locked your door?
Nope.
Okay, this door that is obviously not on its hinges because I didn't do that well at 6 a.m. this morning. So this door here is the one to Martin's room and is unlocked if you wanted to go in there and poke around Martin's things.
How about this one?
Minecraft door.
What about this door?
Oh, the broom closet? Oh, that's open. You can go in. There's
I don't know that's the broom closet.
There's a broom. There's some buckets. There's, extra sheets and bedding.
Okay. Yeah. I go back downstairs.
Okay. You come back downstairs. All right, Cheesecake, you have a dagger. You're approaching Morgan. Paint us a scene.
Cheesecake wanders over, sits down beside Morgan. Kind of looks around to see if he can get any attention to get like a drink or something. Kind of just eases back in his chair, digs into his poncho, pulls out a long, battered cigarello, and puts it in his mouth. You know, working the trails and being out in the countryside. You meet some people. Some folk out there kill a man. Don't even think twice about it. Like business, you know, like changing a dirty shirt or ordering a drink. And as he says, ordering a drink, he kind of waves his hand. And,
Yep.
Well, we'll have some beers over here if we could.
Avesta brings you a pitcher of ale and 2 glasses and goes back over to the bar.
Pours it out. Pours one for him, one for Morgan. Now, some folk, they are ornery. They're mean and angry. And they can't help but take it personal like when killing a man. Get up close and personal. Stare him in the eye. Now, don't know what kind of man you be. But I do know professional. All right, I'll let you go.
He's dressed in very well-made armor, and he has a nice beard. He doesn't look like your typical run-of-the-mill, like, I'm coming to bandit? A bar to have a drink, or your typical, like, cowboy bandit. He is... Right. He looks like he knows some things, and his eyes are, you know, a little inset. He has some wrinklage and some browning of the skin from being in the sun. So I will give that to you before you continue with your awesome monologue in case you're going to start poking some bears.
Always a bear. That's okay. I don't know what kind of man you are. I don't know if you kill a man like changing a shirt. If you get deep down angry and personal. I have my opinions. Though everybody got an opinion or two. But I can say that maybe somebody who's professional, maybe somebody who's on the up and up, maybe someone who don't let their passions get a hold of them. They don't leave their knives behind, that's for sure. And I put his dagger on the table.
Okay.
I'm not saying you're bad, man. I'm not saying that you got issues or you out to get somebody. But, some things happen. Maybe you had words. Maybe something went wrong between you and Alexander there, and you felt the need to sort some things out on your own terms.
He picks up his dagger and with ease twirls it around in circles in his fingers. He doesn't look at you. He doesn't look at the blade, and he just looks slightly off, kind of by the fireplace, and asks, "Are you accusing me of something, or is there something you want to say?"
Well, see, here is the problem. There's a dead man upstairs. Now, he wasn't stabbed by... Well, he was stabbed, but not by no fancy dagger. Maybe a dagger belonging to some bad folks. But it ain't what killed him. See, that's the thing. Whoever killed this man, they wanted it personal. They wanted to watch the life drop from those eyes. Now, here's that you and him have been talking business maybe. I don't know. A lot of things happen out on the trail. A lot of things happen in the back room. But the problem is, until somebody figures out what's going on, I gotta be here. And being here, well, is a nice place to stay. Have a drink, have a little supper. But the roads are calling. You know what I mean, sir.
Now, he points a dagger at you and looks at you dead in the eyes. I will say, I spent most of my day talking to Igon about an escort job. I do know I saw that this individual was down here in the tap room briefly, but I didn't know his name. I don't know who he is. And you got a lot of mighty big words coming from your mouth for someone who's not pointing fingers. Or so you say.
Well, no, sir. You see, my fingers are down here on the table. They ain't pointing at nothing. But what I am saying is until somebody decides to come forth and, be the man, be the person of the hour, we is all stuck here. That means me. That means you. That means Alphonse. I can only keep Alphonse from the whiskey for so long, but he gets ornery and mean too.
Okay. Now, I want to ask two very important questions. One, who has the dagger?
I do.
And Samson, you
You took
also
it?
have the root?
Yep.
Okay. Knowing that it is also the 2 hours times I promised I'd take you for, are we still good to continue on a little more? You're almost there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't stop now.
Cheesecake.
Having such a good time.
Right?
He
It's fun.
stands up and looks down at you
Rude.
and says, "For all I know, maybe you're the man of the hour," and starts to walk away.
Well, sir, if I am the
He
man of
just
the hour,
got here.
you definitely do not want to see the results of that. I guarantee that. But I will say that it is definitely sloppy work. Sloppy work. If you are the one responsible.
Okay.
Do I hear this conversation as he walks past me?
I'm going to have some rolls. First, I would like
Okay.
Cheesecake and Martin to roll me perception rolls.
Perception roll. Okay, I gotta find.
24.
I gotta find the right die because they have not been rolling well for me, and I got a lot of
Right?
choices here.
A lot of us have been having that issue tonight. My goodness.
Ooh. That's not bad. Okay, so that is a 13 on the dice. So I got to see what my plussy plus is here. Okay. Well, it's no 24, but it's a 16.
All right. Cheesecake and Martin, you notice that Morgan is limping. Samson, I need you to roll me a perception check.
All right, baby. Come on, dice. You got this. 14?
Okay. Nim,
Please?
I need you
Damn
to
it.
roll me a perception check.
Okay. Please just give me a decent roll. Just something good. Anything. That's a solid 17.
Okay. Samson, as Morgan passes you, you get shoved to the side slightly.
Oh.
He steps past you, Nim, and goes upstairs.
What was that all about?
Well, that looks like a man about to go clean up his dirty business, if you ask me.
Wait, you say he's a killer?
Follow him.
Cheesecake, are you saying he's a killer?
Well, I'm sure he's killed many a man. I would say that he's probably
Okay, stop
off his
speaking in
rocker
riddles, guy. Just tell me, do you think he's the one?
I think he is.
All right, and I'm gonna rush after him.
Okay.
I guess I will.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, Sir!
I will carry on as well.
How big does his hands look when he passed over me?
They are quite large.
Calling hot on his heels. Let's go.
All right.
Sir!
So
Sir!
you hear the door is locked behind him. You hear some shuffling of things in the room.
I'm coming in. I'm going to try and kick the door down.
Throw me a strength check.
Oh, shit. Dice on the ground.
Walk up to Walter. Could I please borrow your spare key?
That is a 23.
You said please. He gives you the key and he pats your little mushroom hat. No one says please.
Don't
Oh,
lick your fingers.
what was that? I missed that.
Don't lick your fingers.
He looks at his hand, disgusted, and goes to rinse it off in the kitchen. Samson, the door kicks open, and you see inside that Morgan is quickly packing some bags.
I'm afraid you're not going anywhere.
He's got big hands.
Yeah, so do I.
And he's
But
limp.
you were downstairs drinking.
Wait, what the big... Oh, the choking! That makes sense. Yeah, I thought you were just saying he was strong or something.
Was he drinking? He had a
I was
glass,
drinking.
but no one...
Samson was drinking.
No, I was drinking.
Oh, yes, Samson was drinking. That's right. So,
Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to stop packing.
he's like, "You're never gonna catch me, Copper," and poof.
That's a confession if I've ever heard one.
Oh,
I start walking under
I'm going to try and
legs,
tackle him.
and I'm going to cast Hold Person on Morgan.
All right, first off, I need initiatives to know in what order things happen, because a lot of things are happening. So you break
Very
down the
true.
door. I need some initiatives. Please tell me what you rolled.
I got
Do you want it in the
22.
roll 20 chat?
Nope, just tell me I have a piece of paper. Samson got a
Okay.
22.
Mm-hmm.
Not as good. I got a 19.
Okay. Okay. Nim and Martin.
I got 13.
12.
Oh, Molly.
Okay. So, Samson, you hear "You're never gonna catch me, Coppers." You're first in the initiative order, Samson. What are you doing?
Okay, this is going to be a little weird, but it's going to feel cool at least. Samson is going to rush towards him. While he's rushing, as a bonus action, he's going to send forth his echo to appear on the other side of Morgan.
Your
To try
Echo
and like
Knight.
freak him out.
Sick.
And try and grapple him from real Samson while slapping him in the face with a tiger claw from the echo.
Whoa, that was a lot. Okay, so
Yeah,
you...
sorry.
No.
It does all work.
It's beautiful. So you make a second copy of yourself?
Yep.
And it's behind him, yes?
Yep.
So you got him surrounded. Can your other form do anything, or is it just there?
It can attack from me.
Okay.
So I'm going to grapple him and then action surge so that I can use my attack from the Echo Knight, so that the Echo Knight has advantage, but it's my regular attack. It's just from him. So if I succeed on grappling.
Okay. Then
It's cool.
I need a check from you. What is
Mhm.
your strength check?
That is a 24.
Oh.
That was a 19 plus 4. Or wait, don't I get to use athletics on it?
So grappling.
No, I don't. Never mind.
Nope. Okay, I need bring up his stats. All right. What was your number?
24.
That beats his 17. All right.
Nice.
You currently have him grappled.
Okay. And then the Echo Knight is going to just bitch slap him across the face.
Roll me an attack.
That would be 15. Oh wait. Do I get any bonuses for him being grappled?
It's advantage.
Yeah, okay. Oh, it's a lot better. That is 18.
All right. 18 hits him.
And then that is just a D4 because I'm not using my weapon, just my hand.
You're still hitting with the force of an 18-wheeler on I-75.
Oh yeah. He's a big boy.
Ooh, that is a total of 8 damage. That's the max amount of damage I could have done.
Damn. You thoroughly bitch slapped him.
Okay.
Right?
I gotta write down his hit points. We're in combat, guys. I gotta write things down, and it's math. All right.
I need to change up my music.
After Samson, we go to Cheesecake.
Oh man, this is a tough one. Do I just want to put a hole in him, or do we want to keep him alive?
Alive.
Oh.
I mean,
Okay.
Samson, he wasn't. Wait, Cheesecake, were you talking out loud?
It sounded like he was, but I apologize if you weren't.
I want to know.
You know what?
No, Samson's screaming alive.
He might have, because he's going to be ruminating over this. He'd be,
Yeah, you could be asking your weasel.
you know what? We're not going to try to kill him, but we're going to make him suffer a little bit. So I need him to roll me a what is it? Creatures target psychic damage. So what is the saving throw for that? Intelligence saving throw.
Okay. I have a +0 to my intelligence here.
DC 13.
I'm rolling the dice. It is a 4.
A 4. Okay, so he's going to take 4 points of psychic damage as
All right.
as I drive a disorienting spike of psychic energy into the mind of the one creature you can see within
Wow.
range.
That's cool.
Mind
Excellent.
spike.
Mind spiked.
Mind sliver is what they call it. So he's going
Sunday
to subtract.
hangover.
He's going to subtract 1d4 from the next saving throw it makes before the end of my next turn.
So saving throw, yes? 1d4. Okay.
If he makes any saving throws between now and the end of my next turn, he's going to subtract 1d4 from it.
All right. Good to know.
Because of this mind sliver. Then as a bonus action, just to give everybody else a little boost, he's going to roar. Draconic roar. Actually, he's got to move in. He's going to move in, so he's within 10 feet, and do a draconic roar. So until the end of my next turn, my allies and I have advantage on attack rolls against any enemies who could hear the roar, right? So
Everyone gets advantage then on attacks. Excellent. Cheesecake gives out a massive roar. Is there anything else you want to do, Cheesecake?
No, that would be we did the mind spike, we moved, we did a massive roar.
All right.
And he's just going to look accusingly at Morgan, like, I knew it, right? Like, you can't bullshit a bullshitter.
Then we go to Nim.
All right, I'm gonna casually just walk by Martin and Cheesecake into the room. Want him to stay?
I mean, yeah.
All right, I'll cast Hold Person. That is a Wisdom save of DC 14.
I was afraid you're going to say that. All right. DC 14.
Yeah, DC 14.
Wiz. That's a +0 to my 6.
Hell yeah.
Ah, no!
His actual, because I just rolled the D4 for you, and we just subtracted 3
that's
from that.
right.
So his actual
That's
3.
a 3. It's
That's a
even
3.
worse.
Huh.
Say, hey, why don't you stick around?
All right.
Samson just like, let's go as Morgan is no longer struggling.
Martin, it's your turn.
Is he still struggling?
No, he's held now.
No. You got any rope?
I think I do. Hang on.
Tie him up.
There is no problems if you feel that you need to put a boot in, and maybe teach him an objective lesson or two.
Well, as I would love to crack him over the head with a stick. That's what I would do. We definitely want him alive, I would think. I think Mark is just kind of... Go ahead.
That won't really kill him, I don't think. You could just conk him out if you want.
I mean, we can just tie him up. I think I have shackles here somewhere. Do I have shackles?
You're a guard, you should.
Yes. You
Where
have
is the other
shackles.
Hey, I didn't leave these at home.
First things first, though.
Yeah.
Why?
Oh,
Martin.
yeah, that's a great question.
Why all of this just to get caught? You caused us quite a bit of inconvenience, you know. Otherwise, we wouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, I'd still be drinking and watching. Actually, I'm kind of glad this. No, I'm not glad someone died. That's a bad thing to say.
He can't move or speak while paralyzed.
Oh, well, let's cuff him and tie him up first then.
Then do that.
All right.
I guess Martin brings out his rope and he proceeds to attempt to tie him up real good. He is a...
He's got that magic thing under his shirt, too. Don't forget that.
Oh.
You see that?
Can we remove whatever that is?
I can't reach that. He's tall.
I'll reach it.
I'll get it.
I'll frisk him.
You roll up his sleeve, and you see that there's a tattoo.
Stupid people and their tattoos.
Is it a talent?
Oh wait,
tattoo?
I wanna open up his mouth. Does he have fangs?
He does not have fangs, and I need to ask you a very important question. How
Sure.
quickly do you tie him up? Hold person lasts for 1 minute.
Yeah, we did it immediately. That's why.
Yeah, I'd say it's done pretty immediately. Second
Or
round.
The first thing
save at the end
before
of
I
each of
checked
his turns.
before we were like checking him, I guess, put on the shackles, do the rope, and then check him.
Okay. You keep him conscious?
We took up all of that, yeah.
Okay.
If he tries to squirm, give him a good kick.
Or another mind spike, whatever that was. That was cool.
Can I do an Arcana check on that tattoo?
Please do.
I think that's my only good roll of the night. Let me see here. What is that going to come to? 17 plus... Oh, that's the Weasel. Weasel does not have Arcana.
Does he? You don't know. Maybe he's a magical weasel.
Yeah.
He is a magical weasel. He's a familiar. 23.
You got above a 20. Excellent. It is a ghost step tattoo.
What is a ghost?
If you don't conk him out within the next minute, tick of him being held, he's going to turn into a ghost and go poof.
What if we remove the tattoo?
Oh.
Ooh.
There's no camera on my face right now, but please know That
I was also thinking that. Is there a
You're
way
not
that
wrong.
do guards
It's-
have a way to deal with magic tattoos?
That's
You
how
got a
war-
dagger, right?
the war mage would deal with it that way. I don't know.
I mean, you can.
Well, just got a potato peeler.
The way that magic tattoos work is it was produced by a special needle, so the tattoo is what makes him magical. If you remove the tattoo, the magic is gone. That's the way it also works, I do believe, with some of the other 5e tattoos that are available. So I will say yes. If you feel like you want to make a way to get rid of this ghost tattoo, you have 30
can't we just,
seconds to do so. What are you going to do?
I cut it off. I peel it away with my dagger.
Okay, just do like a small section of this. Like, it doesn't have to be the whole thing,
I need
right? As
you
soon as
to.
like the symbols are broken, it should be fine.
I want you to roll me a medicine check.
Ooh. All right.
It's gonna make
You want
complete
help?
Is this am I going to kill him?
maybe.
I rolled an 11.
This won't hurt him too bad, and you slice it off, and there is blood coming out now, but you didn't, slice any major arteries. He's just bleeding because there's a chunk of his skin gone, and you can just feel the hatred vibrating off of him as you have taken away his means of escape, and he is displeased. And about 20 seconds pass, and he's crying out in pain, and he is screaming profanities at you.
You're not a
Yeah,
nice man.
I have no remorse about this.
Can I conk him on the head with the staff?
Go for it.
Bonk.
Roll me damage.
Okay.
Straight to jail.
Literally cannot stand screaming.
Choke him in, jail. We deal
Just put a
drugs,
gag on him.
jail.
Okay, the roll to hit is 13.
He
Yeah.
is restrained.
I mean, he's restrained.
You're good. He's restrained. I just want you to roll damage. I want to know if it's enough to calm him
It's a
out.
3.
Okay. He's in
Just to get him
pain.
to shut up.
He shuts up at least. At this point, the guards
Alright.
arrive.
I'm sorry, what?
At this point, a guard arrives downstairs.
Okay.
And
Well, Samson, if you want to look like you're doing your job, I suggest you drag him down the stairs.
Okay.
He's saying it kind of jokingly to you. Kind of quirks an eyebrow a little bit.
You're right. All right. Okay. Yep. This is my job. Kind of. It's fine. I'm going to pick up Morgan, throw him over my back, and I'm going to
And you're not
compose
getting
myself
satisfaction from this.
Cast
and
Eagle Splendor on Samson.
head downstairs.
what do you do to Samson?
I cast Enhance Ability Eagle Splendor. You have advantage on charisma checks.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
I surprisingly feel a little more confident, and I'm assuming as soon as I go downstairs, I see the guard.
You see the guard. You see that there is a very large red-headed woman that comes in and is making her way over. And she looks over and goes, Samson.
Sheila. So, this guy here killed a guy upstairs, and we caught him before he managed to make his means of escape.
Mr. Brian Hart.
And you did this by yourself?
No, I had the help from everybody here. It was more of a team effort, really. There were everybody's still here, so you can question them if you want, but we were able to nail him down. He made a run for it. We chased him upstairs, caught him, removed his means of escape, and I can take him into the barracks if you want.
She looks at Martin, Cheesecake, and Nim. He did this? He led this little investigation. And she,
Listen, we can talk about this later. Doesn't have to be right here.
You've been drunk for the last couple days. So, excuse me if I think, like, I want to know, you did this?
Yes, I did. Look, like I said before,
He's a good guard.
that's okay. That's not. It's
He got
thank
his
you
neck
for your
out more
help.
than most of us. He even put
He did a good job.
Brad tasting a blood root and didn't die.
Oh yeah, and but
You
the guy had
found
blood
blood
root.
root.
I don't know why that has anything to do with this quite yet. The dead guy, not him. That's a different story. I guess it's the same story, but it's not
It's
pertinent
connected.
to this one about him murdering him. Actually, we're not entirely sure. Excuse, sir, why did you murder him? We never figured that part out.
He just spits at you.
Ah, see,
Do you
lovely
want
share
me-
of details here.
Do I
Ma'am.
need to hit you over the head again?
Ma'am, I could safely say that if at any point in my life that I turn and do wrong, that that man there, that guard there would be the man I'd want investigating me to ensure that I walk the straight and narrow path.
Thanks.
Even if he is having a bad day, the heart is there.
Roll me a persuasion check. Cheesecake and Martin.
Oh boy. 19.
Nice.
18 plus. Why is it at the end of the game I'm rolling good?
That's how it is, man.
And
That's a dirty 20.
nice.
A dirty 20.
The way we like him.
Sheila
I'll take any 20.
kind of looks at this motley crew of just strange looking individuals that are on the staircase, murderer in hand. Samson sobered up and just kind of looks at you all like, huh?
Sheila, this is very bad timing, but to our previous conversation earlier, I would like to continue it after the events of today. I have a little bit of new perspective on what we were talking about. Would you be interested in, say, getting dinner later tonight?
You're buying, and she starts walking out.
Oh.
Bring the prisoner, she yells back through the door.
Yeah, will do.
Are you?
Hmm?
What was that?
Oh,
Is that
right.
the reason why you were more washed up than a barrel on the beach?
yeah.
Oh my god.
We just saw, yeah. It's a long story. We had an art. It was no. I don't care. It's fine. It's not that. That's not this whole guard thing is just like a temporary thing, you know. So I get like experience leading people because that's what my family I have to do later. Doesn't matter. Anyways, there was an argument. She dumped me. Blah blah blah. But maybe it wasn't permanent dump, eh? Huh? That sounds like that went really well, right?
Don't worry. We'll be proud of you. We'll still be
Thank
proud of you if he turns you down.
Thank you.
All right. And at this point, Samson wanders off with prisoner in tow. A new pot of tea is brought out for Nim, piping hot.
Oh, hey.
Cheesecake, you're given a bunch of whiskey on the house.
Alphonse is going to like that.
As you know, you have insulted. The wine was insulted, so you only get beer and whiskey now.
Hey,
And-
Walter, you can have your key back. You're going to need a new door, though.
There is no door.
Oh, I
Damn
quickly go
young
back
people.
to I go to wait, who owns it? Does it Walter own it or Egon own it?
Egon owns it.
Egon. I'm gonna go to Egon, give him 5 gold, be like, sorry about the door and the mess and everything. And then I'm gonna go to Walter. I'm gonna give Walter 2 gold and be like, thank you for cleaning up and looking after me. I appreciate it. Love you, man. And then I'm gonna leave.
And that is our end scene. Our curtain goes down as you have victoriously found a murderer, and you watch as Mev is just winking terribly at Avesta as she scurries away.
Oh no.
And that is the end of the game. You guys survived, and you figured everything out.
Woo!
Yay!
Nice.
So
Wait, what was with the wink though?
Oh,
that's why
you know
she
what it
was there. That's the whole point of why she's there. She didn't want a room. She was just there. You never went and talked to Maev.
Yeah, we never went to talk to her. It seemed, I don't know, it felt a little like on the nose that it would have been the orc, but you know,
I
No,
was like,
Also, how big were her hands?
she was an orc.
she's
They're
half
big.
orc fighter.
Half orc.
Yeah, big.
So that was The Murder at the Three Swords Inn, written by Ennio. So I hope you guys enjoyed it.
I did, yeah.
So I'm going to show you guys what I had to play off of. So I got all these cutesy little cards with all the information.
Wow.
And that is how the game is run. I get to know who the people are, what they know, and what they're hiding. And you didn't get to know all the secrets. But it was fun. You guys figured out the mystery. And you came out victorious, I would say. So that was a bunch of fun. So
It was a good time.
it was a great time, and it only took 2.5 hours. That was a great adventure. So
Hell yeah.
I have a question.
Ennio, fantastic work.
Very good work. I agree.
Fantastic for running it. And the rest of you, fantastic playing.
You too, man.
Oh yeah, it was great. This was a lot of fun.
Neat. Question: do y'all like memes? Perchance, I may have made one in risk.
Nim was high the whole time.
Oh, like what?
do we like memes? Yes, please.
Oh, yes.
Please
Sorry.
meme us on the Discord. I want to see this
There
meme.
I was looking for.
Me and the boys at 2 a.m. looking for the murder at Three Swords, and yes, I
Hell
love
yeah.
it. I love that. All right,
Need
I
a
would
short
have.
one in there. A couple of short ones.
All right, so if you enjoyed it and want to run it for yourself, you can get it off of DM's Guild. It is Murder at the Three Swords Inn. You can put it wherever you want, in whatever city, in whatever setting, because, you know, people can start at inns at whatever level you want. So that is my pitch for y'all. And I'm going to do 2 things. Tomorrow night, if you would like to come back to this channel, we are doing our community stream for a game night. So we have DM Bork, we have me, we also have Tasty Game Podcast, Kyle, who's also been in our chat here. We'll be playing games together. So Tasty Doom and us are going to play, and you guys can come join us. And the other bit of Dungeon Fox Chronicle news will be on Sunday. I will be guest starring on Spawn of Chaos's channel for their Creator Clash one-shots. So you can watch me murder people as a level 1 character, or absolutely get murdered. Either way. So that is it from me, DM Wolf's Fox and Dungeons Fox Chronicles. And off to you guys now. Who wants to go first for promos? Or am I picking people? Haha. Or I can promo for you, because I like, boosting my friends.
You know what? I'll start off. I